I believe there are many brain-injured folks who we can assist. It may be possible to treat practically any brain or spine injury with an implanted device. With our initial product, telepathy, you can operate your computer or phone simply by thinking. You might, for instance, move the cursor while closing your eyes since it interprets impulses from the brain's motor cortex. Our upcoming device, BlindSight, will interface directly with the brain's optical processing centers to allow those who have lost all sight or no sight at all to see. Elon Musk explores the wonders of Neuralink, his brain-machine interface that appears more like witchcraft than technology in a conversation that could be taken from a science fiction book. Imagine minuscule brain electrodes that allow those suffering from brain injuries to compose emails or plan their dog's upcoming spa day simply by thinking about it. Yes, you read correctly, just thinking about it, not even touching or swiping. But there's still more. Elon is considering things on a far grander scale, similar to a science fiction blockbuster, rather than only using emails and calendar invites to make us lazier. He presents the concept of telepathy, in which users operate objects only by thinking. Just trying to picture switching the TV channel without getting into a battle over the remote. That's easy. Then there is BlindSight, a device that seems like it belongs in a comic book and is meant to help people who have lost their sight. With Neuralink, you don't need eyes. Elon switches to genuine AI, not the Spielberg kind, as if that wasn't enough to make your granny's head spin. He worries a little bit about AI systems being too polite and constantly attempting to say the correct thing rather than what is actually true. Elon promotes AI that is inquisitive and seeks the truth. He sees an incredibly clever, fact-finding machine that doesn't throw fits. He is fighting for AI that advances humanity toward a more intelligent and brighter future rather than merely following commands. Elon Musk feels that having AI be as truth-seeking as possible, even when that fact is unpopular, is the safest course of action. This trait, together with intense curiosity, is crucial. According to him, AI will be most helpful to humanity if it is both inquisitive and truth-seeking, encouraging and monitoring human growth. Fasten your seatbelts as we explore the moral minefield that is AI development. Elon Musk puts on his philosopher's hat and talks about how varied historical characters should be reflected in AI systems. In his capacity as the conscience of the tech industry, Musk highlights the value of diversity and moral programming. In addition to creating rockets, he wants to establish a new ethical framework for artificial intelligence and invites everyone in the industry, from CEOs to programmers, to contribute to making AI a positive force. The focus shifts to the regulators, who act as the industry's watchdogs while we continue to explore AI. Musk emphasizes the necessity for AI systems that concentrate on the harsh realities rather of merely providing us with what we want to hear. Speaking of truth, Musk shares candidly about his own interactions with the press. It seems that he is not the kind to Google oneself. He acknowledges that the media's penchant for clickbait frequently keeps him informed about only a portion of the news that affects him. He appears to be just as dubious of his public persona as we are of those pictures that claim you'll have a six-pack in 6 days. Elon doesn't hesitate to criticize the media, claiming that clicks are more important to them than the facts. He makes a bold suggestion. What if we evaluated public personalities on the content of their words and deeds rather than the dramatic headlines? In between these reflections, he discusses the fine line he must walk between meeting investor expectations and complying with regulations with his publicly traded businesses. Not everything revolves around rocket launches and vehicle unveiling. Occasionally, business navigation through choppy regulatory waters is required. Turning back to SpaceX, Elon Musk focuses on Starlink, the ambitious project that aims to create a worldwide Wi-Fi hotspot for the corporation. Musk is determined to connect every corner of the planet to the internet, even in places where food delivery services are afraid to venture. He's opening up a world of possibilities for remote locations, not just faster internet for gaming or streaming. Imagine a fisherman in the Pacific watching lectures online, or a shepherd in the Himalayas investing equities. That's the kind of change Musk hopes to bring about with Starlink, possibly transforming isolated towns into flourishing centers of learning and economic activity. However, why end at Earth? Musk's eyes are glued to the sky. He talks about creating a multiplanetary life form, which sounds like a blockbuster movie storyline in which Earth requires a backup disk. Musk says that colonizing Mars or the moon is not only cool, but essential to the survival of human consciousness. Saying something along the lines of, "Why put all your eggs in one planetary basket?" He muses over our cosmic isolation and questions whether we are the only species in the galaxy, which emphasizes the need of spreading out in a cosmic real estate manner. Musk is not only launching rockets back home, but he is also establishing laws governing AI ethics. He emphasizes the need for AI that is not just a smiling, nodding machine, but actually searches for the truth and poses difficult questions, much like a highly intelligent detective who is also a philosopher. Musk is adamant that these A's be taught to be truthful and humble, so they may be trusted companions instead of merely smart-talking parrots. He's advocating for an AI that is not only secure and intelligent, but also modest enough to acknowledge mistakes, strengthening its position as reliable helpers in our digital lives. However, Elon and Tesla's adventure is far from over. It's fascinating to learn something new every day, with ups and downs to add to the experience. That's how Tesla manages to lure in an increasing number of investors down its rabbit hole. Who else is on board with this pro-Tesla optimism, do you know? Sponsor for today is Seeking Alpha. It's not enough to merely observe Tesla's phenomenal rise from the sidelines. Seeking Alpha is your one-stop shop if you're a Tesla bull and have an eye for the next big stock market find. It provides the most recent information about Elon Musk, innovations, and Tesla's stock price targets. The greatest online source for pro-Tesla news is Seeking Alpha, so avoid the conventional media's negativity toward the car. Our channel might receive a commission if you click on the affiliate links in the description and make a purchase. I appreciate your help. Honestly, I believe that the question of whether AI is rigorously truthful should worry regulators. Is it offering a response that, while acknowledged to be incorrect, is probably correct? We're attempting to do that at X because I believe it to be the optimal course of action for AI. Elon Musk gives us a glimpse into the AI rat race, in which industry heavyweights like Microsoft and Google DeepMind are setting the pace as we delve further into the tech trenches. Never one to let up, Musk highlights the need for AI that not only wins races but also plays fairly. He is all about establishing moral principles in AI from the beginning, akin to raising a superintelligent cyberchild. He cautions that ignoring the safety discussion in the haste to innovate is a dangerous endeavor, akin to neglecting to fasten your seatbelt in an autonomous vehicle. Musk envisions a world so carefree that it might render hammocks outdated. Imagine a world in which our robotic friends take care of everything from coffee brewing to corporate management, making work simply an option. This has the potential to upend our current economic systems and introduce completely new society models. Who thought there may be less turmoil in the boardroom and more free time in the future? Musk sees artificial intelligence, AI, replacing teachers as the ultimate personalized tutor in the field of education. Imagine an extremely clever, patient AI version of your favorite teacher. These AI teachers could tailor instruction so well that each student could compete to be valedictorian. In this scenario, learning is so intense that children would even look forward to their assignments. I am concerned about how social media is training today's youth. Social media AI algorithms are essentially dopamine maximizers, attempting to maximize the dopamine released when a user looks at a screen. As a result of dopamine maximizing AI, I would advise parents to restrict their children's exposure to social media.